Hello, hello, welcome. Hello, hello. All right, hello, investor. Welcome to the Asset Attitude channel, the place to develop a wealth mindset, learn how to make money work for you, and increase your value. I am CK, also known as Commendable K. Welcome. So today we're going to be talking about, I'm kind of calling it Indiana Jones, because Tasha K has escaped the clutches of Cardi B. Very strategic and smart, and we are actually going to be rooting for the bad guy on this one. Because as investors and business owners, there's going to come a point in time when you're going to be sued. And with being sued, you might not always win, despite how much you pay for your lawyer, despite how smart you are, how careful you are, how much you cross your T's and dot your I's. You may end up owing people a bag or two.
Wow.
So there are techniques that are done. They're considered unethical. Tasha K has done one of them, and that is moved her money to an offshore account. And I don't endorse something like that, but that is a technique you can do to keep someone's hands out of your pocket. So again, welcome. Please subscribe. Make sure you thumb up the video, share to all your social media. Help me grow the channel. Help me grow the page. So just to give you background in case you don't know, Cardi B sued and won Tasha K in a liberal trial, was awarded $1.25 million. It was like $3 million total. And Cardi B claimed Tasha K, a YouTuber, a blogger, made up harmful lies about her on the internets, and it rung true with a jury. And Tasha K ended up owing. Yes. Yes. She ended up owing a bag. $3 million. Yes, I know. And so Tasha K asked the courts to stop Cardi B from wage garnishment. And the courts were like, nope, not gonna happen. And so, just kind of going forward, what's going on with my thing? And so Cardi B, she discovered that there was only $1,083 in Tasha K's business account.
What the fuck?
Yes, not that much. Not that much in there. And so that's the business account. And I want to kind of take a detour because I promised behind the scenes that I was going to discuss the benefits of having an LLC. So this is, if you notice in the story, it says her business account, not personal account, business account. All right. So if you're doing work like you're a YouTuber, you do gig work like you're a Uber driver, Amazon driver, you do handyman stuff for people around their homes, you can do it as yourself or you can do business as a business. By doing business as a business, that business, whether you form an LLC, which is a limited liability company, or you incorporate a company, there are protections that kind of have a veil or a shield over your personal finances. And also, people like Donald Trump have filed for bankruptcy on his personal assets, personal income, but his business was separate from that bankruptcy, and his business was able to flourish. And because he controlled and had a majority stake in his business, he was able to flourish. So in it's almost like forming an LLC or incorporating or creating a partnership. It's almost like creating another person to do business as. And if people decide to sue, as long as you can effectively operate under that business's veil, of course, you want to hire an accountant or a lawyer to help you with this. But if you form an entity or entities and you operate under them, it is possible for someone to come after you, but they're coming after your business and not you personally, which is great for you. This does not constitute legal or financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I am not a lawyer. If you want one of those, get one of those. This is for entertainment purposes only. All right, so found somebody on the internet that can explain LLC, and we're also going to be promoting someone else's content. This will help sum up LLC and the low down dirty about it.
Hey, it's Joy and welcome to the firm. So I wanted to do a video on the proper way to put money into your LLC. So if you're just starting an LLC, if your LLC is not fully functional on its own, a lot of times as an owner, you're going to have to self-fund your LLC, meaning you're putting money from your personal account into your business account, or you're using your personal funds to pay for business expenses. So, every LLC needs to have, the first contract is going to be an operating agreement. This agreement or contract states how the LLC is to be ran, who can open up business bank accounts, how the losses and profits are going to be distributed. Some bank accounts require you to have your operating agreement before you open a bank account. This is probably the most important agreement for your LLC. If you are the only member of the LLC, or if you're the only owner of the LLC, you'll have a single member operating agreement, and you can get that on my website. Or if there's more than one person, there'll be a multi-member operating agreement. You can get that on my website. And this definitely states how things are going to be ran. If there is more than one member of the LLC, you definitely need this agreement, because this is going to be kind of like your partnership agreement. It's going to kind of really explain how things are going to be ran, profits, loss, the business. If you don't have this, then you will have to use your state's default rules, and that may not be beneficial for you. Okay, so whether it's in your loan agreement or it's something separate, when you put money into your LLC, you need something called a capital agreement. Okay, the capital agreement states, hey, I, Joy, put $5,000 into my business to get, things going. Whether it's my LLC, paying for my trademark, buying inventory, getting the website together, whatever. We don't just swipe the money from our personal account. We don't want to put the money into our business account and not classify that money, because if we do that, then that $5,000 may be classified as income, and now we're going to be paying tax on that, and we don't want that. Okay, so we're going to have a capital agreement. You can get that from me, and that's going to state how much money we put into the business. We're going to give this capital agreement to our tax preparer, our CPA, or accountant, so they can classify this income. Now, after I run through that $5,000, because as a business, it always takes money, and I have to go put more money into the business, I'm going to have an LLC loan agreement, okay? This is saying that Joy is loaning Joy's Lashes LLC $5,000. Okay, once again, by having this LLC loan agreement, that money will not be classified as income, so I'm not paying taxes. I'm just putting the money into the bank account. And the LLC, once it starts making money, can then pay back me for this loan, and that may also work as a tax deduction. Talk to your tax professional. So, operating agreement, you must have capital agreement when you first put that initial money into the business. Also, your capital agreement can include, if you're doing other things like I'm an attorney, let's just say we're doing all the legal work, that can be a capital contribution. If I own real estate and I'm saying, hey, our business can be here, I won't charge you rent, that could be a capital contribution. So our capital contribution agreement is what we're going to have second. And then last but not least, as you continue to put money into your LLC, it needs to be documented with an LLC loan agreement. Okay? If you have any questions on these documents, or you're wanting to get these documents, DM me.
Yeah, so that is Joy Hunt Esquire. That's JOIHUNT_ESQ on Instagram. Also, the main reason why you want to have an LLC, at least, especially let's say if you're doing gig work like your Uber driver, or you're doing handyman work, or you're independent contractor, or you do contract work such as consultation like I used to do on the Las Vegas Strip, whatever your deal is, and you're basically independent working for yourself, you want to form an LLC to help with tax avoidance. It'll help you to avoid paying taxes. As the LLC starts to generate money, you can use the LLC's money to pay for stuff so you don't have to come out of pocket. And overall, it's a great way to build wealth. It's not really a lot of information. What you want to do is you want to look at it like eating a plate of food. You don't eat everything at one time. You nibble on this, you nibble on that, and you work your way around the plate. All right. So I do consultation in my Patreon and channel membership. If you want to contact her, this is not an endorsement for her. This is just somebody I found online as far as another content creator. If you want to contact her, cool. If you want to work with me, cool. But yeah, so just took a detour on that because Tasha K has an LLC, and that is what's helped her to nullify the blow from Tasha K. All right. So what's going on, Faith Factor? How are you? Welcome. All right. With that being said, sometimes people after you, they trying to hit your pockets, and by having an LLC, it can keep your pockets from being ran.
Here she goes. Nice. Well done. And I'm just totally, like, didn't even hear it, didn't see it.
Didn't hear it, didn't see it. You never know when someone's going to try to sue you.
See under the table.
I'm on my phone.
Yep, on the phone, distracted.
See, he's passing it back to her.
Yep.
No.
Call slipping, on the phone, posting what you ate, not paying attention to the surroundings. Yep. Got him. Her whole life being taken.
And she walks away.
There it is. And notice how the people who are with her, they're not trying to be a voice of reason. They're not trying to say, hey, don't do that. Nah. They're not trying to do none of that. They're not trying to do none of that. And that's what we're dealing with in this age. You got two older people on the left, what appears to be someone who's younger, a woman, and she's getting got. She's worried about posting her food on her social media. She's worried about texting her man back, arguing with him. She's worried about everything except for her money. And this is a good representation as to why you want to have an LLC, because instead of being all out in the open and being vulnerable to people who want to hit you with frivolous lawsuits and want to rob you and get your personal information, dox you, and then do identity theft and what have you, having an LLC protects you. It gives a level of protection so that people cannot come after you personally, especially your money, and you're protected. All right. So the woman in the story, not so much. Not so much. She doesn't have any protection. If anything, this is a lesson learned from her. And then by the time she realized that someone stole everything from her purse, they probably had already used her credit card online.
And another one gone, and another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey.
Yep, another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. So we're going to listen to Tasha K talk about money being withdrawn. She is straight capping. She is stunting. But we as investors and business owners, we can't really be mad at her, because you too might have to be like Tasha K one day.
Let's go!
Off the plane, and that's what I saw in the bank. But listen, I could use it, but I'm gonna give it to you. And the reason I'm gonna give it to you is because I feel that what you will need it for is way more important than what I could use it for, okay? I got $4 million plus other debts, but guess what? I think you could do a lot more with the money than I can. So what you're gonna do, right? We're gonna run a little contest. You're going to upload a video, you're gonna tag me, and you're gonna tell me in the video what you're gonna use the money for. And on Sunday, October 9th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube, we're going to announce the winner on my platform of the $1,083 that I'm taking out of my Chase account here, okay? And so hurry up, get those videos in so we can hurry up and choose this winner, and y'all can get this money before they try to take it, okay? So I got my withdrawal slip, and I'll see y'all on Sunday on YouTube, okay? Unwind with Tasha K. Let's keep it.
Okay, so you heard it. You heard it. She got the money. She got money. And Tasha K denies moving money to Africa, or moving to Africa, to avoid paying Cardi B's $4 million defamation award. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Now, you are my believer. You are my believer, but we already know what the truth is.
Wow.
And so Tasha K, she says she hasn't moved to Africa, despite rumors that she decamped to the continent to avoid paying that $4 million to Cardi B. Quote, "I promise you there's nothing to report on. I'm enjoying my trip abroad." That's what she told the Daily Beast via Twitter. And Tasha K also says, "Life in Africa is turning out to be exactly what I needed, a fresh start." So how is it a fresh start if you didn't move there? If anything, it seems like she's somewhat playing in people's faces. And she probably is. She probably is. And the face that she's playing in is Cardi B. And the reason why is because another article right here that she actually ran off the plug. She, again, allegedly moved to Africa to escape $4 million owed to Cardi B. Then we go on down. Tasha K captioned in this post right here, wearing the garb, "Life in Africa is turning out to be exactly what I needed, a fresh start. This week, I will be releasing my first vlog of my new life in Africa and showing you all our expanded family. Make sure to go to TashaKLive.com and download Tasha K Live app to enjoy exclusive live." So she's doing the app because she still wants to provide content, but she knows sooner or later YouTube is going to be coming and they're going to be like, you know what? You no longer can mess around on our app. They're either going to demonetize her, take away videos, probably even take away her channel just because of the fact that Cardi B has power. And if she can't get that money, she's going to go for something else. And that is how Tasha K makes her money. And I think Cardi B is going to be effective in doing that because She's popular. She's rich. She knows people. She's famous. She has like 40 million plus as far as Instagram followers. Tasha K has just 1 million people. So Cardi B is a bigger name, and it is what it is. It is what it is. So can Cardi B collect from banks in Africa? Can she collect? I'm going to say, based off what I've seen, I think she can. And I know what you're thinking. Well, wait a minute. I thought a judgment in the United States wouldn't exceed outside the U.S. Well, it's a process. So debt collection in Africa, in my opinion, it's like this. It's better to hire a lawyer that specializes in debt collecting when the debt is owed outside of an African country. There are lawyers in Africa that deal with that, and they're a part of debt collection agencies that deal with international indebtedness. And they would love to help you get your money because they want to get a percentage of it. Yes, it's all about money. It's all about money. And so First Collect International is at the forefront of the debt recovery industry in Africa. They offer a no result, no fee service, and they have every reason to earn trust of clients. I mean, can you imagine Cardi B, who already is an international superstar, already goes to countries in the continent of Africa to perform? Imagine her telling you, I will come perform for you all for free if you help me get the money of Tasha K. You think they won't turn a black woman in? You think they won't turn on Tasha K in order to have someone like Cardi B, who cost a lot of money to perform? You think they're not going to be like, you know what? Even though you did the WAP and you have desecrated the name of women everywhere, we will put that aside. Like the same way that we sold Africans into antebellum slavery, into Western slavery, the same way we put that aside and we made our money then, we will make our money now. There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. Yes, they will put aside morality. Even though Tasha K looks like she's from countries in the continent of Africa, they are going to put aside protecting someone that looks like them and basically one of their own as far as being black and African American. They will put that aside for some coins. But CK, what you're saying is judgmental. You're making it seem like people in Africa, they have no type of I don't know, like they have no type of integrity. They're just gonna turn out on us at the drop of a hat. CK, what are you saying? People in Africa, they have more loyalty to us than that. You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. No, they have no problem throwing people under the bus. They have no problem throwing people under the bus for some coins. Because see, Tasha K, let's say Tasha K has, let's say she has 10 million in whatever the local currency is. Cardi B has probably 500 million in local currency. Plus, Cardi B has more proximity to whiteness than Tasha K does. It is what it is. It's worldwide colorism, worldwide whiteness. We're all conquered here. Okay, we're all conquered here. And the sooner you all accept that, the sooner we can have an adult conversation and understand that you can run, but you can't hide. Yep. So So when it comes to, according to civil law, selfhelpcenter.org, the paperwork necessary to execute judgment are, and Cardi B's already done this. She's already gone through these steps right here. Identify the funds or assets you want to collect, prepare the writ of execution, prepare the notice of execution. See, Cardi B's lawyers will handle all this for her while she goes and performs and does her thing. And it's going to be no different. She just has to get lawyers in Africa who, let's just say, they know how to get around red tape so they can figure out what bank Tasha K is using so that money can be moved from Tasha K's purse into Cardi B's.
Bruh.
It's possible. It's very much possible. And here's the Bank of Africa. I mean, you literally go to the web. I don't know. So I don't know exactly what bank Tasha K is with. It may be Bank of Africa. That's one of the largest ones. But it just takes some digging. People may even have to fly to countries in Africa to ask questions. But it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. Now, Tasha K could wire the money into, let's say, her husband's account, which is not her name associated with the account. She could do that. It just depends on how the judgment is looking. But my opinion is the safest thing to do would be to move money into like her husband or someone else's account, or into someone's account who's not her or her husband, for safeguarding, similar to what Jordan Belfort did in The Wolf of Wall Street, where he put money into his wife's aunt's account so that when people came after him, the money couldn't be touched, because even though your wife's a different name, they still may go after your wife. And so that's what Jordan Belfort did. He did the international bank thing, and unfortunately the aunt passed away. And when the aunt passed away, he lost the money because he couldn't get there in time. But they'll work with you, wink, wink. They'll even do some shady stuff just to make sure you can continue to do business with them. Because ultimately that's what they want. They want business, and Cardi B's business is better than Tasha K's. Just, it is what it is. And so South African law. Now I know. So it's, the rumor is this. I'm not gonna read about South African law, because the rumor is this, is that Tasha K has moved, because the geotag associated with a post that she made showing her garb, the geotag showed that she was in Uganda. And here's Uganda. This is Uganda. And Uganda is located East Africa, so not South Africa. So I'm not going to read about South Africa, but if she really is in Uganda, that makes it easier to send lawyers after her to do her bidding. Okay? So, what do you think? What do you think? And so this is the Twitter speak. Twitter people, they're like, hey, Cardi B begins collection process, discovers only $1,083 in Tasha K's account. That's right now. That's right now. But I guarantee that in the future, the number that gets collected is going to be much higher. And people on these YouTube streets, these social media streets, are not going to be able to just make up lies anymore. It's not going to be any more of that. And that's ultimately.
I can't cry because I got Botox. Y'all stop. Y'all know I'm getting old as fuck, so I got Botox. I can't cry. But I'm tired of this court shit, telling lies on the appeal and everything like that. It ain't even like that. Everybody trying to drag my lawyers.
We know.
Good people. They fucking good people. Them
they are
like
good people.
Good people.
Yes. They are good
How
people.
much more? What do you want?
They are good people. Yes. 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 They are good people. Alligator tears. Yes, ma'am. But that's just it. You had the opportunity. You had the opportunity to take down posts You had the opportunity to retract statements, even issue an apology, and you said no. You said no. So it is what it is. However, what she's doing is effective as far as moving your money into an account offshore, putting your money in someone else's name is another example. But having an LLC, it protects someone from going after you personally. It gives you that veil, and it's definitely something worth having. And also, my advice, this is just, well, not really advice, but this is just my opinion. But until you get really good at having an LLC, you can create an LLC with inkfile.com, and you can file your taxes with TurboTax, and that can help you get the ball going while you're getting your feet wet with the LLC if you decide to go down that path. And you can even use your LLC to invest into the different asset classes, such as the asset classes are shares, bonds, property, commodities, and cash. All right. So hopefully this was beneficial to you. Hopefully there was some takeaways and lessons learned from this. I know in the past I've always had an investment for you, but not this time. However, when it comes to investing, it is 10% money, 90% mindset. So it's possible for you to work at McDonald's making peanuts and pay yourself first before paying other people, making other people rich, and invest in yourself. And in time, you can build a portfolio and you can actually get rich based off of accounting terms. But it's all about the mindset. All right. If you knew better, you do better. So again, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe, click the notification bell, share. I am CK, also known as Commendable K. Thanks for watching. Go forth, do great things, and I'm out. Peace.